Hey, wonderful writers. So today is the day you are going to pick your next piece that you want to share for our author's chair. So let's reflect. We have been talking about personal narratives, and you guys have had time to work on, I think, about 4 pieces of personal narratives. Remember, you have one, an experience with a loved one. I think Mrs. Peters taught that. Then you guys should have written about an experience you've had with nature. Remember, I talked about my baby bird nest in my beach bag. And then this week, you have worked on, with that graphic organizer, you should have come up with 2 different interesting events, and then you picked one of them to write about, okay? So really, maybe you should have 3 or 4 pieces of writing. So here's what you are going to do today. You are going to pick which one is going to become your masterpiece. And that is what you are going to be working on today and all next week, so that we can have another author's chair, because, oh, I loved listening to your stories. And I know Miss Peters did too. So you should have printed out a sheet that looks like this, and I know right now it's kind of blurry, but it's a transition word for narrative writing. When we talk about transition words, it's kind of similar to our sequencing words that we did when in our reading. Okay, so we are going to work on putting those into our writing today. So if you need to pause and find which one you are going to start working on, remember, you're just picking one. Do that. Pause me now. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to pick my mystery crab attack, and that is what I'm going to model putting the transition words in. So you want to make sure you have this printed out, and you could even cut it and glue it into your writer's notebooks. That can be in the back. Have it out now for you so that it can help you when you are adding them into your writing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you and pull up my writing. So we have our sequence words, we have beginning words, we have our middle words, and we have our ending words. So we've got our beginning. It says during the story, and we know that's like the middle. And then at the end, okay? So I'm gonna start with the beginning. And I talked about, over the summer, my family and I went to the beach. I like this one. It all started when, so I'm just going to put a little caret, remember? And that's why we skip lines, so that I can just write it right here. It all started. Now, if I say it all started when over the summer, I think I'm just going to say it all started over the summer. And then I'm going to have to fix when my family and I went to the beach. So sometimes you have to add more words in to make them make sense. So it all started over the summer when my family and I went to the beach. Okay, now I'm kind of getting into the middle, and the middle has a lot of different words. So you might need to take some time and look over them on your own. I'm going to start with first, and actually that might kind of be more of a beginning. This is when it all starts. First, Olivia and I were swimming in the warm water and enjoying the fresh air and hot sunshine. Mom, help me find some sand dollars, Olivia said. This would be a perfect spot for my next one. I'm going to add immediately. I started helping her by dragging my feet on the soft sand. I might even add an adjective in here. The soft sand, I might say the soft brown sand. Remember, every time you reread it, you should be working and editing, adding more because we are never finished. So then, let's see, my foot hit, maybe I could say then and I'm going to want to make sure I turn that into a lowercase m now. Then my foot hit a hard shell. Liv, I found one, I screamed. What else could I say? Quickly. Oops, sorry, I can't see it. Quickly, Liv went down, but no luck. It was just an ugly black rock. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. In the meantime, and then I'm making sure I put my comma. I can leave I. I by itself is always capitalized. In the meantime, I kept dragging my feet when all of a sudden, I felt a sharp pinch on my toe. Ouch! I think a crab pinched me, I cried. My toe was throbbing in pain. We had to call off the sand dollar hunt because I needed a Band-Aid. So I have not picked one for the ending. I kind of like this one. I'll never forget. So I'm going to actually add that. I'll never forget the day I got pinched by the mystery crab. Okay, so do you see what I did there? I made sure that I included a transition word from my list. I made sure to pick at least one for the beginning. I actually picked two. Okay, in the middle, you should also have about 2 or maybe even 3 sequence words. And then at the end, you should be able to find one that you can add in, or you might have to do what I did and add one whole new sentence with one. So again, it'll be on the directions, but you should be able to pick about 5 transition words in your writing. You don't need to do it in all of them, just that one piece that you want to share in our next author's share. All right, guys, so I am going to end my sharing. Hopefully you are going to get busy. Hopefully you already have one of your ideas, one of your top choice that you want to share, okay? So again, make sure you print out your transition words. You are picking one writing piece just from the personal narratives. One writing piece, that's the one you're gonna share in our next author's chair, all right? Find a quiet place. Remember 5 transition words on one piece of writing. I cannot wait to hear your stories very, very soon. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.